Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sign Carvers of the Day. We call it SCOTDs. That's where you guys send us pictures of your projects, whether it's a first time sign that you've carved or you've been carving for years. We've got a really neat mix today of 20 SCOTDs, and this episode is from July 3rd through August 5th of 2025. So we're running a month or two behind. We'll try and get caught up. Let's just dive into it and get after it. Here we go. First we have Gary Zellner. Gary's been with us for, I don't know, a decade or more. Gary's a terrific sign carver. This one was a gift for a lady named Tara that owns a flower shop. This is for her Sheshed, and it goes above the door. 2x12 pine, use the profile bit, the carving liner, the round nose for the background. Great job, Gary. As always, man, you just make really cool looking stuff. Next we have Joseph Alecki. Hope I'm saying that right, Joseph. He used Western Red Cedar for a planter box, and this is his very first sold piece. A great idea to add customization and carving to stuff that you're already making, whether it's chairs, tables, planter boxes, freezer, those ice chest coolers. Just so many different ways you can go with that. Great job, Joseph. Next we have Paul McKenzie. I hope I'm saying that right, Paul. I apologize if I got it wrong. One of his very first signs he made for a friend whose mom passed away. And I love what you did here, Paul. A single line outset is kind of difficult to do. You pulled it off well. I love the shape of the sign, the way you framed it in a single line around the outside. That just kind of sets it all off, in my opinion. A very nice job, Paul. Paul Pickford. This is 2 foot by 3 foot reclaimed pine, and I just think it's fantastic. I don't know if it's an address sign. I'm assuming it is, maybe an apartment number or something. But great job. The artwork looks terrific, and this is one of those deals that has a lot of detail on it, and you can't really see what it looks like until you get it done, sprayed and sanded off. But Paul, that looks great, man. I'm sure whoever got it loves it. Next we have Bob Hatch. Bob Hatch has been with us probably a decade and a half or more. Bob's a fantastic sign carver. This is 25 by 36, 5/4 cedar, and this is for a boys' summer camp. And you just did a great job, as always, Bob. Terrific work, buddy. Love it. Next we have Bill Ross. Bill Ross has been following us for a little while. I think he's fairly new, but he's been following us for a little while. Made a leash holder, 7x12. Great job, Bill. I hope you're enjoying it. It looks like it's out of, to me, it kind of looks like it's out of pine, or it could be like cedar fencing. I'm not sure on that, but nice job, Bill. Next we have Ken Hendry, and really neat little table out of a slab, and looks like it's live edge, or at least he makes it look like it's live edge, and did the Rooted in Christ stencil that we have in there. And what a great idea for a table. Great job, Ken. I'm sure whoever got it loves it. Tom Shaw, our buddy out of Las Vegas. This is an aspen cutoff. Use the profile bit and the 60. And I really had to look hard to see the little accents at the top. The lightning bolts. I think it looks really cool the way you did those in white. And this is our cat in a pumpkin stencil, I believe. But man, great job, Tom. I think it's really, really cool. Very apropos for a Halloween area. This is Paul Heelman, Rooted in Christ, a different version than our stencil. Basically the same thing, but white inset letters on the, I believe it's walnut. It kind of looks like walnut. Really stands out. That's what you want, is something that is a nice contrast from the carving to the surface of the board. Great job, Paul. Tom Smith made this for a fundraiser, and I think it's terrific. It looks like 3 pieces laminated together, or edge glued together, and state of Texas there. And I like the black and the red with a white star. Terrific job, Todd. I hope it raised some money. Very first sign from Chuck Standen. And this is obviously an address sign. Looks like it's on a cedar picket, and did dog ears at both ends. And I think it looks terrific. For a first sign, man, you did really good, Chuck. Hope you're having fun, buddy. Stephen Bates, his second sign ever. Used a profile, carving liner, the 1/8 inch and the 1/4 inch spiral upcuts. Flat backgrounds on there, and I think it looks terrific, especially for being early on. Holding that line around the edge for that frame, that's not easy to do. You did a great job, Stephen. I hope you're having fun. I love all the color. It's got nice layout, really good balance on the sign. Very nice, Stephen. Next we have David Martinez. This is his first freehand carve. Made a refrigerator magnet for his wife. Great idea. Looks terrific, David. Hope you're having fun. I'm sure your wife loves that. Brian Hacken, 20 inch by 22 inch birch. Looks fantastic. I love this layout. This is just, anytime you can do this kind of artwork that really comes out nice black and white, I think it's fantastic. Looks really good. That would, you know, if with a Christian group, that would be a big seller. I know it would. 20 inch by 22 inch birch. Looks like it's actually some kind of a panel board, unless he glued edge glued up himself, but it looks terrific. Chris Cardwell, this one's really cool. It is a tribute and goodbye to somebody's best friend, it looks like. Well done, Chris. I love the layout, and it just came out really nice. I like your use of putting some color in there in the hearts. Looks terrific, buddy. Great job. Bob Carr. So you've got a really nice mix of signs here: walnut, cedar, and pine. These are his first signs, and man, Bob, you're killing it, man. For just being your first signs, you're doing really, really well. These are definitely sellable. I'm sure people would love to buy these. Great job, Bob. And speaking of selling, Mike Kaufman, he did the Blackberry Festival in Joyce, Washington, and I love his display. That's probably one of the reasons he did almost 1,200 for the show that he did up there. I don't know if it was a 2-day show, 1-day show, or what, but man, what a cool looking display. Great job, Mike. Congratulations, man. Terrific work. Next we have Derek DeJean, and this is Derek's second sign, and he made this for his daughter, and I think it looks terrific. I love the whole layout of it. It's got nice balance, and those script letters just look terrific in there. I'm sure your daughter loves it. Great job, Derek. Hope you're having fun, man. Donna Beckemeyer. This is for a 9-year-old friend, 16 by 32, and the slats are all 10 by 2 inch, all pine. Great way to display your belt ranks on there. I think it is really a cool design for belt display. That could be a big thing. If you made something like this and got it into martial arts studios, which I've spent a lot of time around there, man, people would eat this kind of thing up, especially being customized. Great job, Donna. Last but not least, Butch Molds, and he made this for a friend of his at work. I love all the artwork, the way you put each individual item on there. Got scalloped edges. That bull elk looks fantastic, bugling there. A lot of mountains and trees. Great job, Butch. Love it. Well, there you go, guys. Another great group of sign carvers of the day. We'll probably have another one in the next few weeks. Try and get caught up. Again, this is July 3rd through August 5th. 2025. If you guys have projects that you've done that you want to send to me, just email them to me, eric@makeawoodsign.com. If you guys have any questions on this or anything else, happy to help. Shoot us an email. Don't forget, all of your sign carving needs are over at our website, makeawoodsign.com. We appreciate all the support, guys. We don't really have sponsors, but we're completely supported by you guys going over and buying a router bit or a router bit depth gauge or a base plate or whatever, and all of our stencils and stuff. We so appreciate it. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.